What up, everybody? Charlie B back in the building. Did you miss me? Everybody, welcome. This is Bizarroville. Today's reaction is going to be basically about Tim scamming y'all and basically going to rub in y'all's face that this only took him 5 days to do, but he made us watch it for 2 months almost. Clickbait like a mug. And he thinks this show is a good one. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's proceed.
All right, y'all, that was a weird start to the morning because I've been needing to get batteries in Old Faithful in our farm truck, but I hadn't had time to do it. Like I said, because y'all know what I've been been doing, but I need to go and get.
Okay, no jokey joke right here. For the BTN members that come in and be like, well, they got 2 pieces of reliable transportation out there. She don't need no car. Okay, well, at this point in time, Tim doesn't have the time to get the batteries for the other truck. So if Tim's gone and one of them boys get hurt, they have to wait on an ambulance. Okay, I accept that. At this point in time, if Megan did want to jump in that black truck and leave, could she? No. So the two modes of transportation out there, when Tim is too tired to he's about to even say jump the batteries, just so there is 2 pieces of equipment out there that will roll off if need be. He ain't got time for that. But he's going to tell you in this show, he's been resting for days.
Batteries because it takes 2 good batteries to start these diesels, really in the diesel, really. And I think one of my batteries are bad, and I probably could charge it, but like I said, I just ain't had time to do any of those things.
Okay, did he admit he could probably even charge it so it would start? But he don't care if it runs or not, because Rooster's still running, and that's his truck, and he's got transportation, right? Okay, whole show alleged. Okay, now let's get to the point to where he's going to just put it in your face a little bit. It took him 5 days to do the whole front of the house, right? Now, with that being said, is he just basically telling y'all and laughing at y'all that I clickbaited y'all for almost 2 months on 5 days worth of work? And this ain't even the good part. Oh, he's going to rub it in the end. He's going to rub it in. Oh, sure, legend.
We're about to try to attack this side right here. Y'all saw that I got a major accomplishment done, which is the front of the house. I actually did that in 5 days in 1 week. And so, yeah.
Tim, I know you want to brag on yourself, but allegedly this ain't the way to go about it. You're basically telling everybody, hey, that last 60 days of these shows was all for nothing because it took me 4 days. I cut 4 days worth of videos. What? 40 times? You cut each video up 10 times to get what you needed to get for all this. So basically what we've been watching is hour by hour of you putting this thing together. Allegedly, is pim. Are y'all catching this? Are y'all catching it? So how much editing were you really doing, Tim? I gotta edit. What have you been editing? Pim. And you talk about all this rest you be getting lately and been getting. Bro, this is a show. This is a farce. This is a whole big scam. And you just said it yourself, allegedly. It only took you 4 or 5 days to do that. But you cut that up into about 40 videos. Wow. You just told everybody you have no content if you're allegedly making people watch it hour by hour of what you're doing and going on out there. And like you said, if it takes you that long to set all this up and do it, I wouldn't even do it. I'd just get my house together and call it.
So we got this one side done, and I'm telling Jesus, give me more. You know what I'm saying? Beast mode. Let's do 2. And I'm hoping that I can get this side done today or get pretty close. Like I said, I'm really trying to get it done today. And because we actually have, I don't know if y'all saw the video.
Okay, do y'all notice how he always changes the subject when he messes up, right? Okay, Tim, you've already been working on this thing by the point I'm about to make, right? So you knew how long it took stuff to go up and things like that, right? Okay, now, y'all, can we go back a little bit and jump? Let's jump back to when he said, probably take me a week to do the front, take me a week to do the back, and then I could probably get the sides done, both of them in about a week. So, remember when you said that, brother, allegedly? Do you? So now you're telling the truth to everybody. Yeah, I can do this side today. Even with your skill set. You know you could do that in a day. But all this time you've been lying to the people. Was that a lie? Was it a lie that he said it was going to take all this time to do it? You clearly said it. Now jump back. Why are you so confused and miscombobulated on putting these videos out? Because you're right now today talking about, yeah, we about to do some stuff before we go on our Disney trip. You've already showed you already went. So technically this content is trash. It's trash and you don't even see it. You think this is good content. Let's get it, let's go, let's proceed. You like it, I love it.
We're going to go ahead and get the contractors to do the roof. And they're supposed to be coming next week on Tuesday. And the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking because we're about to get ready to go on this big, long family vacation. And we want to have this house. Like, I think I can be done with the LP siding and all the trim. And then with us contracting out the roof will be done. And I think that I may be able to caulk everything and maybe paint. Don't hold me to the paint part. But I really would like to get everything caulked, sealed up from any water. Like I say, it's not.
Okay, now let's just make this statement. You don't watch Tim? You don't watch it all? Okay, now you're going to caulk as you go. Didn't Charlie B say, listen to what the manufacturers say and caulk, so if it rains tomorrow, you ain't got to worry about water getting into them holes. Do y'all remember? Peanut Gang, y'all remember that? Now he's caulking as he goes. He's going to put that up today, and he's going to caulk that side today. Why? Why? Because what? God came and told you to go ahead and caulk it? Or did you watch something else you lie about? Because you don't watch our shows. Remember that? You don't be in our comments. Remember that? But now you're caulking as you go after Charlie B said, brother, you better caulk as you go or water's going to get in them little holes and seep and it's going to puff and it's going to do all that. Y'all remember that show? Right? So now he's going as he go. Remember what he said? Well, I got to do it all anyway, so it's probably going to take me a week to caulk. Because I'm just going to wait till I get done with the whole house, and then I'm just caulk everything. Remember that? Whole show alleged. You're welcome, Tim.
But I'm doing it based off the manufacturer's recommendations. Trying to do it the right way. You know how to do stuff the right way. I don't read stuff up. So we got to do stuff the right way on IAG Farm. Got the world watching. people are trying to learn from me. So I'm doing this. This is a tutorial. Tim teaching a tutorial, this morning on IAG Farms about how to do stuff the right way. And if you don't do stuff the right way, don't record it. And then if you do record it, make sure you monetize it if you're doing it the wrong way. So if you're going to get, scrutinized, make sure you get monetized. Anyway, I'm talking crazy this morning. I'm going to be feeling good and get to work. But
okay, your last episode, you was doing it your way. But now you're doing it by the manufacturer. Okay, we going to go with that. But now, I let him talk just for this reason. How dumb did that sound? Of a man of God, how dumb did that sound? And if you're going to do it wrong, make sure you get monetized, baby. Well, you've been doing stuff wrong before you was getting scrutinized, bruh. That had nothing to do with it, and you were monetized. So next after that, what was that about? If somebody's going to talk about you, make sure you monetized, right? Okay, so you were monetized before anybody said a word about you. So why would you monetize then if it was all about God in your mind, right? My whole point is this. Scrutiny or not, did you just admit you do stuff wrong? Do you know you not always do it the right way? And you know somebody, or did you know somebody was eventually going to say something? I don't know, you tell me. But everybody, you can't come in here and talk about a big tutorial and stuff you doing because you've been coming on here for years talking about don't do what we do. This is just, y'all remember all that? Y'all remember all that? But now he's giving tutorials out on how to do stuff the right way.
In beast mode today, up early this morning, and we're going to try to get this thing done because I think if I can get this done, I think today, like grinding it out today on an early morning, on a day where I really, want to be resting. But I think that if I can get this done.
On a day you really want to be resting. For y'all that watched the show, he already said he rested the day before that.
That will set me up to be able to get all the LP done and caulked at least at the minimum before we leave to go on vacation. Like I said, hopefully we can get it all painted as well because we have some lofty goals.
He's not Peanut Gang. He's about to say how he does his goals and everything, right? Now y'all come here and tell me if this makes no sense because to me, all he's saying is no matter what I do, it's going to be right the way I manage and schedule my goals. From the ceiling to the floor. It don't matter. From the window to the wall. We don't care if it get done at all. We don't.
I always set my goals a little bit too high, and then I always give it a floor as well. So I give it a floor and I give it a ceiling, and then that goal rests somewhere within there. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to set my goal too low and then get haphazard, relaxed. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't want to set it too high and then get overwhelmed. You see what I'm saying? And so I set it in a certain place, and I know that I'm gonna fall somewhere in between those two. So with that being said,
so if he falls flat on his face to the floor, he's still right. Okay, now we about to jump here because, like I said, I'm just a reaction channel, and today I'm picking and choosing basically what wasn't good because the whole show was bad. But I just want him to stick his foot in his mouth, right? All this time he's been nailing this stuff up, right? Down. He just been nailing everywhere he want to, right? Who came in here and told him he ain't hitting studs? Right? Now, this brother wants to now come back and be like, every 16 inches, hit the stud, we ready to go. You ain't been worried about it?
To the studs every 16 inches, and we're ready to roll. So let's get it done. Get started.
I thought he was gonna say, let's get it, let's go. I was about to be rolling, but this is the point I'm trying to make. Megan needs more credit than she's getting because, Megan helped me wrap the house. He gonna say that eventually. But Megan's done a whole lot more than that. A whole lot more. Because a lot of that stuff you wouldn't have been able to do if you wouldn't have had 4 hands. And you're not an octopus. And just let me tell you this, because I already know y'all gonna be thinking it. Is Tim Jr. old enough to watch Benjamin? That's all I want to know. In y'all's mind. I'm not saying he is or he's not. Do y'all believe he's old enough to watch Benjamin every time Tim needs her to run outside and do something? Y'all tell me we both know. Whole show of legend.
The thumb of the cold air, a calling from something that's out there somewhere, wondering when we'll be departing from here. Anyone else would go back inside.
Is Megan lying right here? She's about to talk about how Tim's about to have to basically go in the house and stuff like that because it's hot, right? That's why I showed all of what I showed. Did you see she had to come out the house twice? And did you see one time she came out the house, she had a sweater on, right? So she just out there taking up for her man again because he needs a break. And now she's out there talking about how hot it is. Well, you didn't take that sweater off before you came out there and helped him hang that board. You must have been burning up.
Benjamin and I came out to check on Tim's progress, and he has one board of LP up and everything trimmed out. I've been giving him a helping hand whenever he needs it, but we thought we would just come out and support and cheer him in the background. It might be just a little bit hot out here. We heard some thunder rumbling in the background, and Tim said, "Please, rain."
They always want to talk about the heat out there. I don't know about you, but if it was that hot out there, I'd have took a sweater off before I went outside to help somebody hang some wood. Now, number 2. Now that we done got that, y'all ready for the clickbait? I hired some help. He had that all on the thing. You know what I'm saying? I finally hired some help or something like that. Y'all ready to see his help? His help cute though.
Hey, you want to paint? Here, come on. I'll let you paint. Yeah, good. Good. You want to paint? You want to paint that like that right there?
Right, he's working now. He started concentrating. I can see his face chunk.
It's still in the edges. Just keep going back and forth like that. Oh, you do it. Keep going back and forth.
I'm trying.
Back and forth. There you go. You got it. Now we got to dip it because our paintbrush is ragged. It ain't real. It's hard, bro. You just get some paint on there.
Okay, that is enough of the cuteness. You see how delusional they are right now? It is clearly raining, allegedly. Can you hear it? And can you see the raindrops on Tim's shirt? Nobody sweats like that. But he's about to tell you with his delusional self, they're about to explain how, yeah, it's raining over there by the barn, but we ain't getting wet yet. And then he's going to point out to you that, oh, yeah, you can see it on the ground and on the porch steps and stuff, but you can't feel it. It's raining. Rain is rain. We can clearly see it's raining on y'all. We can clearly hear it. But you're trying to convince us it's not raining. Why? Because you need to get content and Megan has to film it right now? And let me just tell you this. You don't paint nothing in the rain. So now you just painted that. It's still wet. And you're going to run in the house and let it get rained on. Okay, but to you in your mind, you're so delusional, it wasn't raining. Peanut game. Am I crazy? Do you see the raindrops in the screen? Go on your TV and watch it. Is it raining? Yes or no?
Yeah, buddy.
Good job, buddy.
You can hit it like, I can see it. It's like right over there by the cattle hall.
Oh, yeah, it's at the distance.
But it's not raining here.
It's not raining here yet.
There's no rain right here.
Yeah.
But right over there with the bars at, it's raining.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's Mississippi summertime for you.
Right, it'll rain on one spot, not another.
Yeah, you been feeling that?
Okay, here we go. Come on, Benjamin.
Did you see his shirt with all the raindrops on it? He wants to convince y'all that it's not raining, but why? Because you have a 1-year-old outside in the rain? Because your wife has to be outside in the rain with him to get your content? You want to prove to everybody it's not raining, they can look at your shirt, bro. You lie on Mother Nature. You don't. This mother will lie on anything and everything. Whole show alleged.
Big drops, so you still don't feel it. It's like you can see it dropping here, but it's like you still just feel it every now and then. Like I say, so I think I keep on working, but I'll let Megan and the boys go on the inside.
Tim, you're even starting to sound delusional about raindrops, right? Now, we can clearly see it's falling. It's not pouring, but the rain is falling, right? And now, you want to talk about keywords, Tim? I'm going to let, keyword, y'all, them go in the house, right? Let me tell you this. If one of my kids was out there with Miss B, and as soon as one raindrop would have fell, I wouldn't have said she'd have been gone. That part wouldn't have been shot. It's raining. We get this later. And y'all know how we roll. Y'all done seen all that. But my whole point is this. She would have been gone. So how was, what? You saying you going to let them go in the house so they would have stood out there with you in all that rain if you didn't allow them to go in the house? Okay, now let's get to this scripted, or if it's not scripted, it's real bad. And this is why I'm going to say it's real bad if it's not scripted. Because them boys really don't have no childhood. Because y'all in that small enclosure, and do all y'all talk about is money and Emma and the house being dry and stuff like that? Or is this scripted? Or is this all the boys know too? Just farming what's going on with you working? Because Tim Jr. is about to walk up to him and basically tell you, oh, Dad, don't worry about it. What 10-year-old cares or knows about it? Don't worry about it, Dad. It's raining, but the house is all dried in. Feel what I'm saying? And Tim's going to cut him off and say it's all dried in, and they talk about being all dried in. Like this is, y'all tell me. Whole show alleged. Is this scripted?
Boys, what y'all think?
You don't have to worry about it raining right now.
Is that we dried in? That's what I'm talking about. For real. It's a whole different ball game now that we're dried in, having to work out here, because I would have been panicking before when I was doing ripping down and putting up OSB and house wrapping new windows and everything. But now I can just keep on working. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna get this piece tacked up. I'm gonna let Megan and Benjamin go on the inside, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this right here.
He just doubled down on it. He gonna let them go on the inside. It's raining out there at this point, right? He gonna let Megan and Benjamin go in the house. Why shouldn't it just been a simple Tim as, it's raining out here, Megan and Benjamin going in the house. They don't need to be out here. What's that? That's your thinking when it comes to your wife and your children. They're standing in the rain to get your content. And allegedly, you just said you don't care about the rain. But I'm sure your wife do. I'm sure your wife care about her son being soaking wet and they gonna have to go in there and change. And all that for what? So you could get the shot. Because you didn't let them go in the house when it first started raining.
It's been hard, but also fulfilling at the same time. Like I say, I've done this whole thing, like from ripping off the old siding, ripping out all the windows and doors, putting in new windows, OSB, house wrap. Megan helped me house wrap. And like I say, our family, I can't say I've done it by myself. Like I say, our family has done this. Like I say, my wife, my kids, we've all made sacrifices to get to this point to where our house has brand new solid siding. You know what I'm saying? Like this just...
Okay, Peanut. Oh, that's crooked. But Peanut Gang. Didn't we come in here and say it's so sad that he be on here talking about I do everything, I do everything, I do everything? We came on here. We said he need to give his wife, kids some credit and all this and everything like that, right? Congratulations, Tim. You did that. But guess what? I did notice, and I'm asking, not putting this on you yet. Peanut Gang. When he was talking about all this, he was rolling, wasn't he? Out there, the doors, windows, that. When did he slow down? Like this hurt a little bit for him to even say it. He was rolling when he was talking about everything he did. Well, Megan helped me, and it's been a family thing. He slowed all the way down, didn't he? Yes or no? If you have to go back, when it was just him talking about him, oh, he was on a rant. He was on a roll. When he got and had to admit that Megan and the boys did help, that slowed down, didn't it? I don't know. You tell me.
And like I said, I ended up caulking all of this. I thought I was gonna be able to caulk everything, but this side here kind of wore me out. But y'all can see I got a nice caulk line right here. In this section on that trim, I put it in all these nail holes. You don't actually have to put it in nail holes if you get them flush and smooth, because just that layer of paint seals them. But I like to still put the nail holes with caulk so they won't rust. But you can see around this window. Got around this window as well. So there's a seal going around this whole window multiple times. And like I say,
I played all that just so you can see the mess up. Number one, you're using DAP. That stuff's gonna crack. Number two, please tell me you ran out of DAP and you're gonna crack and you're gonna put some at the bottom of that window. The windows don't have no seal at the bottom. You're just gonna leave that open? Please just tell me you ran out and you're going to caulk the bottom of that window, sir. Now let's get into you really telling everybody how you just scammed them for the last 2 months just to get their money and their views, right? Just to get their money and their views. Just so you can make about, what, $1,800 to $2,500 a day. You made them watch nothing because this only took you 4 days. That's why we say you need to get back to who you really are. Because 4 years ago, you would have banged all this, that 4 days out, you would have probably had about a week's worth of videos on this and you would have been done. And you would have been on the Disney stuff. That's why we're asking you, brother, has the money changed you? And I'm going to ask you this. Have you put yourself in a situation where you paycheck to YouTube paycheck? Because that's what you don't do. YouTube's supposed to be extra, bro. YouTube's supposed to be fun. That's what it is for me. It's fun, bro. You're dependent on this to keep your life stable. Good luck.
Right here, like literally, one man and Jesus, one family. I put it like that, like I said earlier. One family and Jesus, with me doing most of the work, did all of this trim and all this LP Smart siding from all the way down there to all the way here in 1 week.
Okay. With his breaks and stuff. Now he's at a week. It took him to do all that, right? So let me ask you a question. Because he's about to explain that it'll probably take him another week to get the rest of it done, right? So BTM members, are y'all going to sit up here with him telling you it took him 1 week to do all that? You going to sit up here for another 2 months and watch him do the rest of it? Because he ain't got no content? I hope that's not what you're trying to do, Tim. Because now you got to speed this up. Because you got reaction channels on your butt, bro. That it doesn't make no sense how you putting out your content, how you're confusing everybody, and how you look like you don't know where you going with this. Because you made everybody watch this for 6 weeks to 2 months. And now you're saying you're going to do it all over again with the back and the other side. You really think your members are going to watch this all over again? And if they do, I'm going to applaud them for standing and holding you to the highest power that they think you are. Because that would be ridiculous. If you give it another 2 weeks, bruh, it's going to be bad. You feel me? And do you notice every time he says something, So you don't critique it. He threw Jesus in there. Jesus helped him do that in a week, right? So don't say nothing about it or you're going to be wrong in Tim's eyes, right? Okay, well, what about you scamming the people for 2 months to make them watch it? What would Jesus have to say about that? Oh, sure, legend.
Yeah, I believe that 1 week I did all of this. So that means in 1 more week, I can do the rest of the house. And like I said, we're hoping to have all this LP siding, all of the caulking at least done before Disneyland, and the roof as well. And
Okay, Tim, you already been to Disneyland. This is getting redundant. All right, but let me tell you this. You know what I was just sitting up here thinking? You're screwed either way. Because you made them watch it for 2 months for 1 week worth of work. You got another week worth of work, you said. And if you speed this up and do drop it like Charlie B said in a week or two, everybody's going to be looking at you like, okay, we could have been and watched this, Tim. Why'd you play us? And why haven't we just got to the Disney stuff? And why are you saying that we're confused because we haven't got to the Disney stuff and you have all the Disney stuff and it doesn't take you but 1 week to do half that home? So where is it? You're going to look bad regardless. But you try to figure out in your own mind which lane you going to take. Which road you going to drive down that's going to be the less bumpy? Oh, sure, legend.
if all that caulking stuff gets done and I have a couple days, I might start painting this thing before we go on vacation. Like I said, that would be amazing. That would be a beautiful thing because that would mean when we get back from vacation, I can take a small little break, couple weeks, and we can get started on this porch for real. I know everybody.
Okay, why do you go on vacation to chill or relax? Not do stuff you have to do every day at home, right? Did this brother just say when he get back from vacation, he gonna chill, take a couple weeks off? That's some rest for you. So with the Disney stuff, and it's gonna be gone 6 days or whatever. That's 3 weeks of basically you doing nothing. That's the break you need to relax. Okay, you need rest and relaxation. From rest and relaxation on your vacation. I'm done.
That's what I got done today, y'all. This was actually supposed to be an off day, but I took off yesterday and I felt energized and I wanted to go and get this side done before they do the roof.
Is it just me, or is there something in Tim where work makes him sick and he has to recover or something? Didn't I tell you, jump back? He took yesterday off. He was supposed to take the day off. So allegedly, like he said, did he tell the truth in the beginning? And that only took him 5 days with him taking his breaks out of a week with 2 days. Or did it take him 6? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Charlie B, love y'all. Y'all be easy. I'm about to get out of here because this show, Tim really dug it in that he made everybody watch this all summer long. All summer long, Tim has been working, but it was only for 7 days. All summer. Love y'all. Y'all be easy. Bim, bim. Think about that one. How much he dragged y'all along. For what? Content. What's his content get him? His money. Whole show alleged. Love y'all. Y'all be easy. I'm out. Oh, and if you wonder why I stopped it right there, because he only wants to talk about the same thing he's been talking about, the roof and things like that, and he's gonna show the burning fish. And I still don't know what that's about.